Well, I think people should care about all creatures, whether it's human or canine or feline, because caring about all creatures means you care about people. And we, as a human race, bred these animals to be our companions, and they're not our companions when they're running the street without a family or a home to call their own. And there he goes. That's 3,800 block of California now.
In 2010, the city made a rather drastic decision, essentially that they stopped providing a lot of animal control service that they had previously provided to the city. What that meant to the animals and our citizens is that they no longer accepted stray animals. They no longer accepted unwanted pets.
I would see strays in every corner of the city, in every scenario. I would see them eating out of dumpsters. I would see them running scared down a busy road. I would see them looking to people for help and almost looking as if they're trying to recognize somebody or someone from maybe a home that they once had, but they'd been living on the street so long that they just didn't know what else to do except run away and just try to survive. And that was one thing I would always try to do, even though it wasn't technically my job to pick up strays. If I saw one out there, I just in my heart couldn't leave him on the street, not at least giving it a try and seeing if he would come to me and offer him some food and see if he would maybe come where it's warm or where it's cool.
Hi, what's she doing? No? Do you want cookie?
Since that period of time, we have provided that service at a cost of more than $4 million. And of course, the Humane Society of Missouri receives no tax dollars, no government support in any way, and we have to rely on our supporters to fill that need. In the 4 years prior to the city's decision to close, we spent about $2 million assisting strays in St. Louis City. In the years since then, that cost has been more than $4 million. The increase was 97%. 52% of the stray animals that are brought to the Humane Society of Missouri from St. Louis City were first turned away by other city shelters. Every agency has to define their mission. And if their mission is very narrowly defined, then that may leave a lot of animals who are otherwise uncared for. Our Humane Society of Missouri Animal Cruelty Task Force is the only agency that will respond 24/7 to a call when an animal is sick or injured in St. Louis.
There was a stray on 44 one day, and I had to call the police and have them completely shut down the highway. And 44 is a pretty big highway, especially when you're here at Hampton, and they shut down the entire road. And I honestly thought the dog was dead because it was laying so still. And I opened up my driver's side door to get out and get the dog, and that dog jumped so quickly into my vehicle. He turned out to be fine. He was skinny, but gosh, I've never seen a dog immediately feel so glad just to be rescued, because I didn't even say anything to him. He just jumped straight into my car. This guy in the big picture was tied under a Kings Highway overpass in kind of mid to South City, and someone just left him there. He had nothing. This guy under the woodpile, him and his friend was in an abandoned house in St. Louis, and we actually had to enlist the help of the fire department to get him out of the house. But he wouldn't leave his buddy, so we got both of them. And then the Chihuahua, that was one of the scariest things in recent memory that I had done. This Chihuahua was just a tiny little dog, was running down 270. And I remember getting the call thinking that, oh, there's no way this dog is here. There's no way somebody saw a Chihuahua running down 270. And I got there, and sure enough, the little dog was just running down the median and scared to death. And again, had to call the police out, stop all the traffic on the highway so we could get this little dog.
You take one female cat and her offspring over the next 6 years, and you could end up with 67,000 unwanted animals. That's the difference one spay and neuter can make. So the solution to pet overpopulation is almost too simple. It's spay and neuter. We are the largest provider of that service in the state of Missouri. We do 10 to 12,000 spay and neuter surgeries each year, and that's where we're going to make a difference. $4 million is a lot of money. That would spay and neuter a lot of animals. But these are the efforts that we want to put into those animals so that they have a safe place to go. We want to make sure that those animals also get a second chance. So this is why it's so important that you act now, that we need your help to continue the good work that we're doing.